Hello everyone. Today we're going to review the scales circumference and rotations. So let's just start with a quick little review. As we can see in this diagram, we have a semicircle. They're telling us that our radius, which is this red line right here, is 11 units, which means that our diameter will be 22 units. They're asking us to find the arc length. You can see where the question mark is. So we want to find this piece, which is referring to the circumference of your circle. So as you can see, I have my circumference formula up top, which is pi times diameter. And then notice that I'm dividing by 2 because we have a half circle. So I'm going to plug everything I know into my formula. Circumference equals pi times diameter. My diameter is 22. So 22 pi would be for the full circle, but because it's a semicircle, we need to divide by 2. And that leaves us with an area in terms, or a circumference rather, in terms of pi of 11 pi, or if you were to multiply 11 times 3.14, you would get approximately 34.54 units. Notice that my label is not squared. We only square it when it is area. Okay, so let's talk about circumference and rotations. Basically, the most important thing that you need to know is that one rotation equals the circumference of the circular object or figure. So one trip around would be one circumference. So let's take a look at some examples. It says a bicycle tire has a diameter of 62 centimeters. What is the distance the bike tire travels in 10 revolutions? Well, let's start with our circumference formula. Also note that it says round your answer to the nearest centimeter. So you will be multiplying through by pi or 3.14 and then rounding your answer in the end. So start with your circumference formula, pi times diameter. Let's plug in what we know. The diameter is 62. And then since it's making 10 rotations, that means you're going around the circle 10 full times. So at the end, you need to multiply through by 10. So we've got pi, 3.14, times your diameter, which is 62, and then times the 10 rotations, rounded to the nearest centimeter. That leaves you with a circumference of 1,947 centimeters. Let's try another one. The tires of a go-kart are 1 meter in circumference. The tires revolve 15 times per second. What is the distance the go-kart travels in 40 seconds? Okay. Well, they're telling you the circumference is 1 meter. So as you can see up top, I've written C equals 1 meter. The tire revolves 15 times per second. So that means in 1 second, it's gone 15 meters per second. Okay, the total distance we want to know in 40 seconds. So all we have to do is how much per 1 second, which is 15 meters, and then multiply it by 40 seconds, which gives us a total distance of 600 meters. Let's try one last one together. A wet bicycle tire leaves a trace of water on the floor. The tire has a radius of 30 centimeters, and the bicycle wheel makes 3 full rotations before stopping. How long is the trace of water left on the floor? Well, your radius is 30 centimeters, which means your diameter is going to be 60 centimeters. The circumference is pi times the diameter, and then we're making 3 full rotations, so we have to multiply by 3 once we find the circumference. Let's plug in what we know. The diameter is 60 times our 3 rotations times pi gives us a total distance rounded to the nearest centimeter of 565 centimeters. The correlating note-taking packet pages for circumference and rotations are pages 13 and 14, just to the top of page 14. Again, if you would like to see some additional examples, please watch the video in Khan Academy. Have a great day, everyone.